Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Samantha and I make videos on minimalism and intentional living. And in today's video, I want to share with you my 2022 goals. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is I follow this woman on YouTube called Asia Dang, and I've followed her for several years now. And she has this method of creating short-term, medium-term and long-term goals. And I've found that she's been very successful in achieving everything that she sets out to do. At the moment, I'm finding my life super overwhelming. I have a 1-year-old, I have a full-time job, a business, and unfortunately my father recently passed away, so I'm having to deal with his estate. So altogether everything has been very overwhelming, and I thought, let me follow Asia's method and set these kind of short-term, medium-term and long-term goals for myself and see how much I can achieve within that time. So the way that I'm going to structure this video is I want to share with you my Q1 goals for the first 3 months of this year, and then hopefully in April I can post another video on this channel giving you an update as to how I've done. And then after I've talked about my Q1 goals, I want to tell you my 1-year goals. The first goal that I have is that I want to post on this channel weekly. Now, if you don't know, I actually took an entire year out of posting on YouTube on this channel because I sustained a birth injury when I gave birth to my daughter in 2020. I've had to work really hard to regain my health. I'm about 95% of the way there, and I do think that I can make time for this channel again. Now, posting on social media can feel very self-indulgent and kind of meaningless sometimes. However, I do really enjoy it, and I think it's important to make myself a priority and this channel a priority because I get so much from it. So even though it's going to be difficult with Jasmine because I am very involved in her childcare and I don't really have a lot of time aside from working and just looking after her, I'm going to try and make it a priority. I'm going to try and get my family to help me so I can post videos regularly on this channel. So the first goal is to make sure that I can post 1 video a week on this channel for the first 3 months of the year. My second goal is, again, YouTube related. It's to post a series of geography videos on my main channel. Now, if you don't know, my main channel is called London City Girl. It's actually part of the business that I mentioned earlier in this video. So my business is called London City Girl Limited, and it is a very small social media company. The YouTube channel forms a big part of that company. It is a source of revenue for me, but it's also a passion project. Trust me, there are other niches that I could have gone down that would have made me a lot of money, but the niche for that channel is educational content. So if you go onto that channel, you'll see that there are videos on physics, history, film analysis, etc. Now, one area that I've not tackled is geography, but I do have a series of videos which basically talks about every single country, every single member state of the United Nations. There is a lot. I actually have those videos scripted but not created, and I think it will take me at least 3 months to get it all done. I don't expect the videos to be published on that channel, but I would really love to get them edited and in the can and ready to go. So that is going to be my next Q1 goal. Now, my third and last Q1 goal is that I want to lose between 2 to 5 kilos. I have gained a lot of weight. While I was pregnant with Jasmine, I gained about 10 kilos. And then while I was recovering from my birth injury, I gained another 10 kilos. I was pretty much bedbound and sofa bound that entire year after giving birth to Jasmine, and I comfort ate quite a lot, which I don't regret. Food was a huge source of comfort for me and it gave me something to look forward to. But all in all, I have gained about 20 kilos and I really want to get rid of that now. Before, losing that amount of weight would never have been a problem. I have lost big amounts of weight before. I even actually have a video on this channel talking about it, but I have to take things a lot slower now because any kind of crash diet really does have an effect on my mood, and I don't want to put my baby through that. So I want to do things very sensibly and take a lot of time over it. So I'm going to give myself a year and a half to lose all of that weight. So ideally, if I could lose 5 kilos across the year, I would have lost 20 kilos, so I would be back to my pre-baby weight. And I'm actually documenting my weight loss journey, and once kind of I achieve it, I will post that on my channel. So yes, so 2 to 5 kilos is the aim for the first quarter. Now I want to move on to my long-term goals, which is the year goals. So the first one is, I've already kind of mentioned, I want to go back to my pre-baby weight. I don't know what my body is going to look like at the end of all of this, because obviously I've been pregnant. I don't know what changes are permanent and what changes are temporary. I definitely have a bit of a mum tum. I don't know if I can get rid of that. I really hope I can, but you know, I never really had a flat stomach before, but it was flat enough. So as long as I can get to something that looks like decently flat, I'm okay with that. I mean, to be honest, I'm not a body flaunter anyway. I'm not like a bikini model, so I don't need to look perfect. As long as I can look decent and I'm happy with the way that I look, that's good enough for me. My second goal is to look into getting my teeth straightened and hopefully getting braces or Invisalign. My bottom teeth are a little bit crooked and I've always wanted to fix them. Actually, I've not always wanted to fix them. It's really ever since I started posting on YouTube many moons ago that I realized like, oh, my bottom teeth are a little bit crooked and it'd be really, really nice to straighten them. It's not extreme, it's just some mild crowding. You can probably see it when I talk, like it's a mild crowding. I don't know, can you see? It's a mild crowding which I really want to get fixed. Now, it's not in my Q1 goals because I really don't have time to do that, because my Q1 goals are pretty heavy anyway, because I think in January, February, March, I need to organise childcare for Jasmine because my mum's going to be travelling to Bangladesh. So that's going to take up a decent chunk of time. So I don't want to put in like dentist visits and stuff like that on top of everything that I have to do. So that's a longer term goal. So I'll see if I can do that in Q2. So teeth straightening is the second one. My third goal, hang on, is to publish more videos on my London City Girl main channel. I've already talked about my geography videos, but I actually have a list of 50 videos, 50 video ideas that I want to publish on London City Girl. But because of the topics of those videos, they take a very long time to research and create. But I think if I can start making a dent on those videos, it'll give me a real sense of satisfaction. So of those 50, once I've done the geography videos, I've knocked out quite a lot anyway. And then I think in Q2, there's a literature video that I want to publish. It's on the Iliad. It's an illustrated video on the Iliad. So I'd really like to get that done in Q2. And then in Q3, I think I want to script 6 videos, 6 film analysis and popular science videos. And in Q4, I want to create those videos. I pretty much know what I want to do in terms of London City Girl, the main channel, in terms of across all the quarters. But again, I'll revisit every quarter to talk about where I am at with those videos. So the third thing, so that was my third long-term goal. Now my fourth long-term goal, now I don't know if I'm going to do this, but it was to potentially restart Instagram. Now if I lose weight and I'm happy with the way that I look, don't get me wrong, I'm still happy with the way that I look, but I know that I could be happier. You know, maybe I'll start posting on Instagram again. This is not a super big, like, ambition of mine. I much prefer YouTube in terms of all the social media platforms. So as long as I can post on YouTube, I think I'll be quite happy. But it would be nice to post on Instagram a little bit more regularly, marry up my Instagram and this channel a little bit. At the moment, I don't post at all on there. But we'll see. It's not like a super, I need to achieve this goal. All the other goals are a lot more important. And my fifth long-term goal, this is very important, is that I want to learn how to cook. I have always been cooked for. My mother is an amazing cook. My husband is an amazing cook, but I cannot cook. I love eating, but I can't cook. And it's never been a big problem for me, but ever since having Jasmine, I think it's very important that I be able to create healthy, nutritious, easy to cook meals for her. I do find the idea of cooking very intimidating and quite daunting. I don't know why. I just find it one of those things that I'm a bit like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing in the kitchen at all. So I think small steps, that's why I haven't put it in as Q1 goal, because I think I'd find it too overwhelming. And getting Jasmine kind of a nanny and to get some kind of childcare set up is more important for me right now. To be honest, that should have been a Q1 goal as well, getting Jasmine's childcare sorted. So I'm going to add that as a Q1 goal, getting Jasmine's childcare sorted, because it's going to take a bit of time and a bit of effort. We did try her with nursery, but she got sick, and she got sick for a month. And for me, that's just simply not good enough. I did talk to the people at nursery and they were like, oh, this is nursery life and babies get sick all the time. But I know she's going to get sick, but sick for an entire month, like she was sick for 20 days, that was a bit too much for me. Like I can take her being sick for like a week, but emotionally 20 days was just really, really rough. So I think I'm gonna try the nanny option in terms of childcare, and we might look into nursery when she's a little bit older and a little bit more robust. So I think that's kind of it in terms of all my goals. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it inspirational and motivational. I, for one, I'm quite pleased that I made my Q1 goals as simple as I have done, because I think I've made them simple and manageable, because in the past I've tried to do too much. I've gotten overwhelmed. I've not been able to achieve what I wanted to achieve. Then I've got upset and down on myself, and I really don't want to live in that headspace. So hopefully this method will work for me. I mean, I'm going to document it anyway, so you'll see. As always, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next week. Bye.